Index is still one of the best, if not the best credit farming method that are available and easy to use by most Warframe players. Now, I know some of you will say that Profit Taker is the best, but hear me out first. The Profit Taker allows you to have 2 million credits in just about 2 to 3 minutes. Now that's a lot of credit, but wait, there are requirements. First of all, you need a Chroma to do this, not just because of his Vex armor, but also because of his effigy that allows us to double the credit gain in this mission. The base drop from Profit Taker is 125k credits. If you use Chroma's effigy, then you get double the credits, amounting to 250. Then, if you have a credit booster, that would be 500k. If you have a smeater, then it happens to proc the double credit, then you get 1 million. If there's a double credit weekend, then you get that 2 million credits in just 2 to 3 minutes of grind against the Profit Taker. It's pretty simple, but only if you have the necessary stuff though. Profit Taker will require you to equip 3 weapons with different elements to counter its element negation feature. You also need Chroma, and getting 2 million in minutes is dependent if there's a double credit weekend. 1 million is the highest chance, but then again, open world areas are not for all, especially for those players who just started playing the game. But anyway, your main goal, when you are a new player, is not farming credits, but actually finishing all there is in the star chart. Credits will come in after you finish each mission, and you will have enough to craft and progress on the entire star chart. You need tons of credit in mid-game going to higher levels, because you will need to craft things to progress even further. I advise new players to get a setup that you can use to farm the index, as this is the fastest way to earn credits if you happen to be short of the things needed to do the Profit Taker fight, or just don't like going into open worlds at all. The best way to go over the high tier index is with a Peacemaker Mesa, but squad leader, I don't have some high-end mods yet on my Mesa to go against to high tier index. Then do the lower end index and just climb until you got all the things I will suggest here. The same process can be applied, but you will only get lower credit earned compared to the high index run. In 2 cycles or about 3 to 5 minutes, you can get as many as 950k credits. And mind you, it's super easy to pull off. And it would be this only requires you to have a credit booster and Mesa on hand. I know that Mesa can kill, but how about survivability, squad leader? I'm sure you know that every point you get from the enemy will lower your health and cause energy drain, but for this method, you don't need to pick up those index points. And by the way, that 950k credits per 3 to 5 minutes run can be done solo if you follow the steps that I will share to you. First of all, let's discuss the Mesa build. The very first question to ask with an index build is what type or types of damages are necessary for an index farming run. All enemies in the index are corpus, and these corpus enemies mostly are weak against radiation, magnetic, and even viral. If you happen to be just starting out and you don't have these mods yet, then I advise that you go with radiation or viral build. Magnetic also works though, since most enemies have high shield values. This is the normal build that I usually use in the past with a Peacemaker Mesa. But why do you mod it with gas right now? It doesn't make sense. The point is, it doesn't matter what element you put in your build as long as you have galvanized mods and the subsumable ability of the broken Warframe called Xata's Whisper. Peacemaker is super busted when you have these mods plus the Xata's Whisper that you should not worry what element you are using in the high-end index. Anyway, all you need is at least 2 runs to get 950k with the credit booster, mind you, and then you get out. Rinse and repeat the process. But wait, don't just leave yet, as the important tips to make the index run faster come next. With the Mesa build, I have shown earlier, you will finish the index in an average of 10 minutes per 2 runs. That's about 5 minutes each to finish the 100 index points needed per run. Or, if you are fast enough, you could do it in about 6 minutes. But we are aiming for lesser time here, so listen up as I have a few tips to give you. The first one is always to access the index through your dojo. Go to your dojo, and access the high index through the navigation dock in your dojo. Why? It's because you want to be in this index area. This map provides the fastest credit index farm because of how open it is laid out, perfect for our aimbot Mesa. You don't want to be in this gas city tile set, as there are many paths and enemies could squander around, giving you more headaches of finding them on the map. In this index map, all you need to do is go to their base, and when I say this, it means that after the bell ring, rush into their base and start killing corpus. But wait, don't pick up those index points. let your dumb allies, and I mean those bots because we are doing this solo, pick the index points, and all you need to do is just chill and kill enemies with Mesa. The bots are just dumb and all they do is shoot enemies even if they clearly don't deal damage on them, pick up index points, and cash it in. The reason why you shouldn't pick up index points in this farming method is so that you won't lower your health, and you will have no energy drain. And also, you will not go back to your base after cashing in those index points. All you need to do is chill in the enemy base and kill them. By the way, there's an energy spawn near the area and just pick it up whenever it spawns. It's best that you have Arcane Energize, but if you don't have, then there's an Urix Energizing Dash plus that energy orb will do. Another neat trick to make the farming of credits a lot faster is letting those enemies kill your boss who picked up a lot of index points and then killing those enemies who also picked up tons of index points. I don't know if you noticed this, but the index points get doubled if you kill an enemy who has tons of them, or you let enemies kill your bot holding a lot of points. Just make sure that no one goes through your defense, or else they will be rushing on the other side to cash all of those index points. Be sure to watch closely all those index points that dropped. If you think that all those shiny stuff is enough to complete a 100 required, then you might as well cash it in yourself. Take note that what I'm suggesting here is for solo methods. For team runs, then a team of Mesa and Limbo can do the trick. All you need is Mesa to kill enemies and Limbo to pick up index points. Then cash it in until your credit craving is satisfied. So that's all about it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. I will be posting more updated farming guides from here on, so stay tuned, and I hope you are enjoying the content. Thank you once again. Squad leader signing off.